All right, so while I am not here today, you are going to be designing surfboards for an ocean that some of you have already painted and some of you are going to be painting in your next art class. So today, again, you're going to work on some surfboards. So surfboards are pretty neat because you can add any type of different design that you would like to, or anything that you're interested in. You can incorporate that into your surfboard design. So you're going to be needing pencils, markers, and crayons today. And you'll also be getting a thick piece of paper. If you finish one or two surfboards on each paper, then you'll be able to get more as well. So you need to finish at least one surfboard. If you finish your surfboard, then you're going to make more surfboards. You're not going to free draw. You're going to continue to work on surfboards. So some of you will take a long time to make one because you're spending your time and you're coloring really well, which is wonderful. And some of you just work a little bit quicker. So when you get your piece of paper, the first thing you're going to need to do is draw your surfboard. Some of you will just have one on a paper, some of you will be able to fit two. It's fine. So starting at the very top of your paper, and I like to draw very lightly, but I'll see if I can draw dark enough that you can see it. You're going to start at a point and draw a bowed line all the way to the other end of the paper so that it curves out a little bit. And then going back to that same point at the very top, go ahead and draw it so that it starts at that point and goes all the way down, except it doesn't come to a point on the other side. If this is too difficult for you, that's okay. You can also, I'm just going to show you on this side, and my paper is vertical. You can also make a really long oval going from one side to the other. That also works just fine. Okay, so whichever one is easiest for you. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this one. So using my pencil first, before I move to any colors, you can work on your design. It could be a pattern. Again, it could be something that you really like camouflage or flowers, or it could just be different lines that you like. So I'm just going to make a design. Again, it doesn't, it's up to you what you do. Mine's going to be very simple, but you can do what you like. So when you have your design and your surfboard looks good, it kind of looks like a penguin, anyway, then you're going to use markers first to trace the lines and use crayons to color them in. I know that it's the end of the year, so they're looking pretty dodgy, but that's okay. So make sure you also use a marker that works well. So if it's not working, don't use it. Put it aside and we'll take care of it later. So once you've traced your lines, and I'm going to trace this one with green, so that way it means I'm going to color it in with green. And so go ahead and you could take the crayons and color it in. But here's what I'd really like you to practice too. After you have finished coloring in your shape, I want you to practice shading. So shading is when you take something and you take it from dark to light. So right now, my purple inside, or excuse me, my green inside is all about the same green. So I'm going to add shading. I'm going to make a really dark line on the outsides. And then I'm going to blend it in a little bit by making some medium green. It makes it more interesting. It's what I did here. I used two colors over here, and I'm going to show you how to do that next. So this isn't very dramatic. I guess it's probably a little bit difficult to see. But it's still light green in the center, and it kind of goes dark, medium, light. All right, so I'll try another one here, and I'm going to use two different colors. So let me go ahead and trace it first, my pencil lines. And then color it in second. I'm going to color it in purple because I made a purple line. And then to do my shading, I'm going to pick a different color. I'm going to pick not purple. So you can use the same color to do your shading or a different color. And I know that there's lots of different grades are doing this today. So some of you will be more advanced at this, and some of you are, this is just going to be beginning. You're just practicing, and that's okay. All right. So colored it in purple, and now I could pick a different color. Let's see here. I'm going to pick this one, fuchsia. And I'm going to color really dark along the purple line, my marker line. And then I'm going to start coloring medium. Let me take some of the paper off. Now, just make it work. Okay. So that my pink ends up blending into my purple. So take your time, make some really nice looking surfboards. They're meant to look really fun. So you'll color the whole thing, and then that will be your task today. Again, once you finish one, make another one, and you can keep making them, and you'll be able to get more paper if you need more paper. The other thing we need to do is, the first thing we do is always the same. We write down our name. All right, happy surfboarding.